foreshadowed everything that was going to happen. Because the call saying, yeah, you can come if you want to. And like the as soon as he heard her voice, he was like, yeah, you come.
So gross.
For the uncle. Then Noah came in, just happy-go-lucky.
I love him. I love Noah.
Like,
Noah's my favorite.
He was happy to be. He was like, yeah, like you're da-da-da. And then Caleb's intro. Let's talk about Caleb's intro. Like, let's just go ahead and say it here. Hey family, you're listening to What You Reading Cuz podcast with your favorite cousins. I'm Lise.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to our little corner on the internet. Today we'll be talking about Credence.
Getting into it.
Winter is coming. Let's talk about that. Okay, so the question of the day is, what will it take to get you out of your comfort zone?
I don't know, because I don't want to leave. Okay. I have no answer because I'm literally living it.
Okay. Explain that to me. Let's act like this is therapy.
Right. I would love to like move out of state. I would love that. I'm so scared.
Why?
I have no idea.
I think the only reason that it scares me is I know the climate of Virginia. So, like, if I was to move to Florida, it's like hurricanes. And then if I was to move to Georgia, it's also like hurricanes.
Well, yeah, I guess.
It's just the climate for me. It's like I would want to move somewhere where it's kind of like a similar climate. I'm not getting in the tornado.
I said Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Taxes are different. Taxes are different. True. The minimum wage, like the way, like, you know.
Yeah,
like the cost of living is different. So it's like, it just takes a lot of like research and it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? On top of now I got to find a job, find a home, you know, like pack my shit. Like it's just a lot.
Neighborhood because you don't know.
You don't know.
Or maybe you have been to the state, but like you've never lived
there. Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever been, I mean, if I was to move out of state, it would be North Carolina. But I don't think I have like been anywhere long enough to be like, I can see me here.
Really?
I don't think I've ever, like every time I go out of town, I give myself a couple days. I'm ready to go. Like I want to go home.
Oh.
Like I need familiar things. I need like streets that I know. And I was about to say that I don't have to use a GPS. I use a GPS here.
All the time.
But anyway, it's just a lot.
I don't know. Okay, so I took a solo trip for my 21st birthday to Charlotte, but that's because I was like, okay, I see myself living in Charlotte, so let me see if I like it when I'm just by myself.
Right.
And I completely enjoyed myself. I felt very safe. I went out. I mean, like nighttime outside. Was like, you know what? This is a pretty cool city. Now, am I saying that it's like absolutely 100% safe for a Black woman? No. But did I say that I felt safe when I was there? Absolutely.
Oh, well,
so, I mean, I feel like I would move there. And then I have people there, like in North Carolina. So it's like not too far away from family.
Is she talking about she got people or we got people? Because we got family. That's my family too. But anyway,
there.
It's my family as well. But anyway,
she knows.
And I wouldn't move to Charlotte though.
Really? Where would you go?
Probably like Raleigh, Greensboro.
I see that for you.
Something that's kind of like Richmond.
Yeah.
Like that's not so like
city.
Because Charlotte, Lord, what was that? What's that shit that we used to go to as cheering? CIAA. My God, and that's too much. And I guess, yes, they are like literally telling you to come to the city to do that. Like, I get it. But that was way too much friction. Like, it reminds me of DC, and I can't. Absolutely not. It's too busy for me.
Okay. I see that.
I need some street that I can ride down, and ain't nobody else on that street either. Like, I don't need a whole bunch of traffic.
Okay. I see that.
It's a lot.
But to answer the question for me, right? What will it take to get me out of my comfort zone?
What will it?
I'm going to go ahead and say it has to take like a new experience. Like something to kind of drastically change myself. Like, it's like I have to go somewhere, experience it, and be like, oh, I can actually do it.
I'm here.
I can do it. So, yeah, I think that's what it would take. But yeah.
Child, another 15 years I'll be enriched for y'all.
Crazy. My thing is, okay, and no shade, no tea to our family, but I don't think I could live in the same place the entire time.
I get it.
Because, like, just looking at where our family is, I'm like, y'all could have been
out of here.
Y'all
out here.
Y'all have so much potential, and y'all just decided to stay in Richmond.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Shout out Churchill.
Churchill. Made a whole gang sign there. Because everybody else used to have like West Side.
They do.
So I was like,
ooh, not
Churchill. See, Hill.
We do not promote gang violence.
Gang.
I know nothing about it.
Okay, so let's get into the book report. Likes and dislikes of the book. Okay. Starting off, chosen family/family. Who is your family? Like, who do you think is your family? Is a step cousin your family? Is a step uncle your family?
Right. Like in that aspect, right?
Yeah.
Well, my grandma said it ain't no such thing as step anything. That's what my grandma said. Everybody is everybody. So you ain't got no stepdaddies and stuff. That's your daddy. That's your sister. As for me and my household,
right?
I don't agree. I don't agree. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You are what that title is.
Yeah.
When it pertains to Taryn and them,
I don't know what that is. Is that even family?
I guess it's not family because that's her step uncle. So like it's her brother, her dad's step brother, and they didn't have a relationship. Right. So she didn't even know this man existed. He didn't even know she existed. Yeah.
Yeah. We go into there.
I still wouldn't
do what she did because winter is coming and you could have kept your legs closed. So anyway, family for me is like people that I choose to let into my bubble. Like if I decide to give you that title, please just keep it with that title. Like it's kind of like, you know, those friendships with guys where it's like, oh yeah, you my brother. Yes. And then they try to step out of that and try to become like your boyfriend. Don't do that. Once I give you that title, you're done. It. So it's kind of like that.
You're not.
So it's kind of like that. Like, yeah. Stick with it. Stick with it.
So you feel like she was wrong, or
I personally, okay, in that aspect, would I have done that? Is that white people shit?
White people. It's giving West Virginia.
Yes. It's giving Alabama.
Utah.
It's crazy. Like
it's a no for me.
But I mean, in her defense, she didn't know them people. She was not blood with them people.
Yeah. They didn't know her either.
They were just were there.
They just was there. They were there for her, like
at a very down time.
Yeah. So I feel like, was she really hurting because she already felt like she didn't really have a relationship? This is T, right?
T. Right.
She was mourning a relationship with her parents that she did not have.
Correct.
She was mourning something that could have been, but it just wasn't. And now it could never be because her parents are now dead.
Yeah. And I feel like she mixed up her desire for love or her desire for love. Does that make sense? Like her desire for
she
love
just wanted
from her
to belong
parents.
Somewhere. Yeah, she did.
She mixed that up with her desire to
like be romantically involved with somebody. Yeah.
Yes. So what
it's
I
like
will
a blurred
say
line.
Yes. What I will say is I feel like if she had that structure, it wouldn't have been too blurred like that. Like she wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't have.
She wouldn't have.
She wouldn't have.
Did.
No, she wouldn't have.
Like the uncle. Okay, when it came to her relationship with her uncle, her step uncle,
Uncle Jake.
Please get my face. Please zoom in. with her uncle. For him to take her virginity.
Crazy.
Get into my face. And he took her virginity and then was like, call me uncle.
Yeah.
Like, uncle?
But then it was like nobody else could touch you. It was so odd. It was so odd. Like, she is off limits. And it's like,
there were other men on that mountain. And y'all decided to mess with that girl?
Right.
The ones that are supposed to be family?
But they didn't trust anyone, though.
They didn't.
And nobody even wanted to deal with them either.
No, they did. The women really did.
The women was on them. They liked them.
That woman that became pregnant and tried to pass it off.
Shut up. Who the fuck?
Remember pregnant? The one that like came up to her and was like,
that bitch. She was irritating. She was irritating.
She was like, yeah, I'm pregnant with this.
Who was the baby daddy?
The other
Noah.
The one that was trying to kill them. Remember?
He was something else. That was kind of scary.
Let me tell you something. That entire book
shook me.
The entire book was insane. And Penelope, I'm like 95% sure you have something wrong with your mental health. And as a person that wants to be in mental health, I'm just going to say I'm praying for you.
Yeah, because I don't even know where you would even think of like the plot to this.
And if you're from Alabama, it all makes sense to me. Because
please let us know where you're from.
But was it a good book? Absolutely.
I was entertained. I was thoroughly entertained. I
could not put the book down. I could not put the book down. I knew that something was instantly going to happen as soon as she went to Colorado.
Yeah.
I said, oh, something is cooking. I don't know what it is, but something's going to happen. Yeah. And when winter came, it came. Literally.
Gross.
Blech. Yeah.
Gross.
So, yeah, I think...
over it.
I'm so sorry. Like, I just can't. I can't fathom. Like, I think me trying to put myself in the character's shoes, because that's always what I do. Like, I always try to put myself in the character's shoes. Like, I try to be the main character.
Sure.
And in this, I could not. I said,
this is too much.
I'm going to throw up.
Let me tell you something. This was the red flag to me. Number one, there were several.
I was going to say.
One of the second ones, because the first one was the fact that the uncle called. That was the first one. Yeah, you can come down here if you want to.
If you want to.
Okay. Anyway, the second one was the fact that you and your brother, Noah and Caleb.
Oh, you talking about that? Oops.
Decided to, y'all, not even decided to, y'all do this all the time. Mm-hmm. It's not new. Sit on the couch.
How you knew?
Sit on the couch.
How you knew that he wanted that?
Oh no, Caleb was crazy. His intro was crazy.
No, yeah, we'll talk about that too. The intro for each character was actually insane.
It was,
and it kind of foreshadowed everything that was going to happen. Because the call saying, "Yeah, you can come if you want to," and like the as soon as he heard her voice, he was like, "Yeah, you come."
So gross
for the uncle. Then Noah came in, just happy go lucky.
I love him. I love Noah.
Like
Noah's my favorite.
He was happy to be. He was like, yeah, like you're da da da. And then Caleb's intro. Let's talk about Caleb's intro. Like let's just go ahead and say it here. He came back from a hunting trip.
Been gone for weeks.
We ain't never met this man a day in our life. She is not new to the house at this point.
No, she
had been there.
She had.
So he comes in. I mean, like she's just chilling. She working. He comes in.
No, she came down to get like a glass of water.
Something.
Like it was late at night.
Something happened. I don't know who walked in where, but he has blood all over him.
Yes, he did.
And he decided to then try and fuck her.
Right. He threw her ass on that trunk, a hood or whatever. Crazy.
I mean, couldn't talk either.
He can't talk.
Mm-hmm. So just imagine somebody.
I don't even know who this is.
And like just randomly said, get up on, like, not even said, because he didn't say nothing.
He didn't.
He just
did it. You know, he did. What got me was when, like, after the fact, she won't even, like, shook. Like, she was shook, but she just was like, kind of like that. And I was like, wait, what?
And I knew since then something was wrong with her. Something was like, you're telling me you have blood all over you and you just tried to mess with me?
He threw the deer on the ground or
You didn't even
shit.
say, hi, how are you?
He did it. What's your name? Because you've never seen me before.
You literally just saw me and was like, up on the truck.
And then I want to know what I just like heard something or whatever and came and was like, that is your cousin. But see, that is the part. Like, how you gonna sit here and
these different things? Because first it's your cousin,
it's contradicting.
Then it's your person. Then it's
yes, you're mine. What? Very possessive.
That is giving crazy.
Sidebar. I do love a possession. I do enjoy that. Aaron,
at a certain point. At a certain point. Now, okay, like
don't be kind of cuckoo bananas like you think that I'm supposed to like have rules. But I do like that.
Okay, like I mean in real life.
Go outside if you want to in that. And it's like, oh, you're talking about me.
Or like when somebody introduces you and then they're like, yeah, this is mine.
Okay. Okay.
Got it.
That'll do it.
You got me. You got me. But don't be too crazy.
Don't be too crazy.
Because then when you do it too often, it's like, okay,
right. Then it's like, oh no,
like,
you really like this.
And I'm like, no. Please, vibe. Just vibe. All that to say, the tropes in it, insane.
Yeah, and that's why I don't read no romance crap. Because it's too
much. Was it even romance?
I don't know what this was.
It was.
I don't know what this was.
Crazed. It was a fever dream. It was
literally a fever dream. That's how I feel like it was.
Like
this really did not exist.
It didn't.
This is just all in someone's imagination.
Absolutely. There's no way. Like Penelope.
You're crazy.
Penelope.
Is this another book that's like this too? Not like cousins, but
Please zoom in. Penelope, please get back to us. Let us know your list of mental health like things because I know you have one. I know you're taking medication. Like there's no.
Where are you from?
Way. Please answer us, and I mean quickly. Crazy. She's insane.
Expeditiously.
I mean, okay. Winter. The reason why we keep saying winter is coming.
Because they kept saying it.
They kept saying it.
No, because they should know too. Because they had time to read it. Oh yeah, you're right.
This is a book report.
They had time to read it.
You read the book, and if you didn't, you should go read that book right now.
So pause it.
Yeah, that's insane.
You had a month.
A month and some change. Get it together. Anyway, sorry. Almost lost my track.
It's okay.
These people are insane. Okay, so let's talk about the mixed feelings within the family and how
just different. A lot of different things happening.
Yes.
Because like I feel like she thought of Noah as like after the fucking. Feel like she thought of him as like a brother.
Yes. I feel like oh my God. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. But we're gonna keep going. I feel like she messed with the uncle. And as soon as she had Caleb, she was like, yeah, no, you're not the one for me anymore.
I mean, everybody. When she had everyone.
She fucked
Because
everybody.
she had the brothers at the same time for the first time.
She fucked everybody.
But she never did anything to Noah by himself.
Yeah, no, it was just Caleb and the uncle.
Right.
Crazy.
Yes, very.
Crazy. And like Noah wanted her.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I mean like
because I feel like they kind of had the same mindset.
Of let's leave.
Yeah.
Let's get out.
Because that's what she did. She left what she was dealing with to come there.
Yeah.
You know, and then when she got there, she liked the scenery and it just was different from being in a city.
Yes.
So she enjoyed that. And then like now she actually has people that care for her.
Yeah.
Like it might be a little too inappropriate, but they protected her like they've always known her for like her whole life.
Yes.
Which I think that's why she stayed that long because she was ready to go. She had packed her shit, the third day or something, and was like, I'm about to go.
Yeah. So let's talk about Mariah. Let's talk about the person that she had in her corner her entire life.
Yeah.
But then didn't realize it until she went to the mountain. Let's talk about that.
She didn't even realize it when she got to the mountain. She realized it like at the very end.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't even answering the phone for the lady. And I'm like, girl, what?
Didn't even say happy Christmas. Not happy
She did
Merry
it.
Christmas. Didn't say nothing.
She did it.
Yeah.
And Jake couldn't stand when her ass called. Please stop calling him.
Because she's okay. She's good. Winter's here. Please. Please.
I guess it was just one of those situations of taking people for granted. Like, I understand that your parents weren't that support for you, but you had support. It just wasn't
the support that you wanted.
Right. Or I was about to say that you're used to. It is what you're used to because that's all you know. Yeah. But you just, I guess you didn't look at it. She didn't look at it that way. Yeah. But you thought about it with Jake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Always going to a nigga. See, y'all. Go ahead. I'm not even going to chew you out. Go ahead.
Now, Mariah, I will say she was a person that, like, she knew exactly what she needed.
Yes.
And I really appreciated her for, like, just being like, hey, you need to come back. You need to.
Yeah. Because
you need this.
And you just need to deal with the shit here, too. Like, yeah. Ain't mean for you to go up there and live. Like, you could have went for a week and came back.
You're good. You didn't need to stay through winter.
Like, you have, like, literally, you're the only child to a set of parents that has passed. Yeah. There are things that we got to do, you know? So.
But although she was very supportive in that. Like, she was like, you can stay up there until the funeral. Did. Like, you don't have to come back until you want to come back. Like, even if you didn't come to the funeral, like,
right. Nobody was even saying that too. Nobody was gonna look for you
because you lost your parents, and people that didn't know who the parents, like how the parents were behind closed doors to her. Of course, they're gonna be like, well, of course the child is not gonna be there because she's probably missing her parents so much. Meanwhile, the child just isn't there because
it was giving Morticia and what was his name? Wednesday's parents, Gomez, like how obsessed they are with each other. Like they don't even see
anybody else.
Right. Yeah. Like they're just so obsessed. And that's what it seemed to me. But I forget how they even died.
I think he had cancer.
Was sick or something. And then she just killed herself because shit, you're not leaving me here.
Yep. This ghetto ass earth, please. Please.
But you have a child.
Yeah. You didn't need to think about that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would want a relationship like that where it's like we only see each other, but at a certain extent. Like
we do have an offspring. We have to take care of the offspring.
I see that, like, I don't ever want to be a bad mother, even though I don't really want to be a mom.
Right.
Let's talk about that. I don't really want to do that. But if I was, I would never want to.
I don't want to be a scar. Like, I don't want to have, like,
I want you to think back on your childhood and be like, oh, this was amazing. Like, she might not have been the most perfect mom, but she was.
Got it done. Period.
I mean, that's what I think about my mom.
Yeah.
Like, she was not the most perfect, but
got her done.
I had an amazing childhood. And then let's talk about the 3 loves that she was talking about in the book. Thank you, Penelope. Because now I feel like I have to experience this in my life. So first love. First love is the person where you give your all to them and then they kind of hurt you. Second love is the person where you're kind of using them. You don't really know.
You're trying to get back for real.
Yeah, you're trying to get your get back with a different person, which is kind of insane. And number 3, the third love is like apparently the love where it's like you're in between, like you know how much to give, you know how much to take, and they're right there with you. So I think her first love was Jake.
Uncle Jake.
Uncle Jake. Let's keep in mind this is her uncle. I think the number 2 one is Noah because she was taking whatever from Noah. And then
love you, Noah. He ain't my fucking cousin.
And number 3, anyway. And number 3 will probably be Caleb.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what she ended up being with and starting a little family with. And
which that's so.
Okay.
when you don't think about the rest of it. Like, exactly. It's really cute.
That's how I was thinking. I was like
he started talking for her. How you been mute your entire life? Didn't give a fuck about your father, your brother, but you give a fuck about a girl. Let me
sprinkle the reason why he was a mute in there. Let's sprinkle that. Because how dare his fucking mama? If I seen her on the street.
Well, she's dead.
Well, whatever. If I seen her on the street before that, she would have caught these hands. Because how dare you leave that baby in a fucking car for hours to do fucking drugs or whatever the fuck you was doing, to where that baby was calling your name over and over and over, to where now he feels like there is no reason why he should speak again because nobody heard me the first time when I was in distress. So what does it matter? Square up. I want your number. You're gonna have to see me. Yeah, immediately. Because as what we was talking about last episode about like fucking scarring children. Yes. Like, if you cannot be that, step away. Look at you with the connections. Like, you really be making connections. I try. Yeah. Because what the fuck? That baby. Wait, sorry. Not to get off topic, but I'm a psychic. Going back to what I was talking about, like the 3 loves. Yes. Have you ever experienced that in your life? Yes. I just said that I do two all the time. All the time. So you experience for that one person. Wow. Well, okay, I take it back. It's been 2 first loves. Fucks no. Oh, I think you can have more than one. I do too. I feel like you have like your childhood one, and then you have your adult one for sure. I do believe that. Yeah. Sorry, her adult one, you can go suck a dick because I know exactly who the fuck she's talking about. First of fuck of all, bitch, you would never have a title of none of that shit anyway. Is this camera on me? You would never. Anyway, I feel like got me out of character. I feel like, yes, I have definitely had one. I've definitely done 2 a couple of times. Yes. Haven't found 3. Yeah. But sometimes you find 3 when you're not looking. Sure, right? Okay. But then like it be mutual or whatever, but it still just don't fit. It still just don't go. What do you mean? Like how you give the same energy, like y'all are receiving the same thing you're giving out. It just don't work though. Okay. Like your lives could just be going in 2 totally different directions, or like it just doesn't work out. So do you believe in that saying where it's like you let them go and they come back? Bitch, they all. Oh, they all come back. With this camera on me, you all come back. It's just now not worth it. That reverse is always. Y'all always come back. Go ahead. Always, but it just never worth it. Like it just picks up where it was. Like no one has evolved, no one has grown. So it's like we going back to like 22. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, love. And now you come back with fucking churn. I'm good, love. Oh my God, not your turn. And this never just one. Oh. I left a taste in my mouth. Anyway. So let's get to the playlist. My one song that I'm going to talk to y'all about is Sweet Home Alabama. And the reason I say this, they were not in Alabama, they were in Colorado. But the family, and you messing with your own family. And although Alabama has that bad rep, because I know not all Alabamians or whatever you say, however you say that name, does not do that. However, I don't know. I don't live there. I do know that it is a thing that has happened in Alabama. So we did put that on playlist. And I hope even if you're from Alabama, you don't hold it against me. We only did that because there ain't no West Virginia song. Mine is. What is it? Ain't no mountain high enough. Amen. Because they was on that mountain the whole winter. Didn't get stocking up because they want to live high in this secluded ass place where they got to get all their shit before the winter come, because after the first snowfall,
you can't go down.
You can't come back down the hill.
Anyway, ain't no mountain high enough and Sweet Home Alabama. Regardless,
yes,
West Virginia, we still side eyeing you. Anyway,
for sure.
Okay, so what are we sipping on?
I don't know. What are we sipping on, Lisa?
We are sipping on that Gema de Luna.
Oh wow!
I have no clue what language that is.
Fancy.
But it is something that I got from my friend. And yeah.
Our cousin Danielle drinks it too.
Really? It's really good. You can get it from Target, Walmart. Gemma, if you want to sponsor us, well, me, because I love Moscato. She's more of a Chardonnay
What is a Moscato?
But cheers.
Dink.
Okay. All right. So let's get to the rating. Y'all know the different rating systems, so let's just go ahead and go. It's tea, wine, mixed drink on the rocks, double shot. What you give it?
I would give it on the rocks. I would give Crown on the rocks.
Wow.
Because it kept me engaged.
Wow.
Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay.
I mean, I even did a whole book rant on the TikTok about this.
Yeah, y'all should be watching our TikToks.
You should.
And if you don't know what it is, it's What You Reading Cuz.
Period.
Yeah. And our Instagram is also What You Reading Cuz. And, you know, our YouTube is What You Reading Cuz. You can find us on Apple and Spotify.
Get it in there.
Or at What You Reading Cuz.
Period.
And I just feel like y'all not trying hard enough.
One word. It's all one.
What you reading, cuz?
Whatchu.
What you reading, cuz?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it. I don't like the book was so nasty.
It was so nasty. This was my first.
I was very engaged.
Yes,
I was,
yes.
And like she was watching me as I was reading it. Like,
oh yeah, you read it for our bookathon.
Yeah. And so every single time I would stop and be like, "What the fuck is actually happening?"
At least you had something. Oh, I talked to Desi about it.
Yeah.
Like I will have to send her voice notes. Crazy. Like this is insane.
I'm gonna have to give it.
I know you're not giving it a 5-star.
No.
I know you're not.
No. But I am gonna give it a 4.5. I'm gonna do it on the rocks, but 4. Double it. 4.5.
So did the ending do it for you? Did the ending bring it all together?
I think it is. It's like whenever it gives me like a nice little bow on top.
And it did.
It's like, ooh,
did
damn.
You read the extra?
And I did. It was very nice. Yes. So like when he started reading for her, like that was like such a cute, like speaking. That was such a cute little chapter. It was very cute. And I was so appreciative.
And it was his chapter.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because he don't have one.
Because he don't talk. Yeah. Yeah. Everything he says is in his mind. So very, very nice little wrap up. I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5. Like, please learn from this. A wrap up. We'll get it for you.
You gotta seal it. You gotta seal it up.
Okay, so let's talk about different media and how in pop culture, it is very prevalent for somebody of authority to kind of take advantage.
Right, like
yeah.
Because he was in control
that entire time. And so we really want to bring some like light. We want to shed light and realize that this is not something that we take lightly. Like, yeah, this is a book, but it's also something that happens day to day. So my pop culture reference right now, you know I'm going to have to say it. It's Diddy. It's Diddy. He took his power and decided, hey, I'm going to use this and I'm going to use it to my advantage. And so, yeah, that's a pop culture reference. But also, good movie that kind of shows that, like the Diddy and like somebody in power taking over. What is the one? It just came out. Blink Twice. Let me tell you something. That was a great movie, excellent movie. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. And you need to watch it because it's such a good movie. Like, honestly, you're going to really enjoy it.
I also don't feel like this needs to be a movie. We don't need no movie for show.
Yeah, I don't really want to see it. I can't lie. I already was uncomfortable reading when it said uncle. So hearing uncle while that's happening is kind of and that's so disgusting because like princess is such a cute name and you just ruined it. Like, why the fuck would you do that? They're princess. Anyway, sorry. So let's go on to the book of the. Oh wait, did you have a pop culture reference?
I did not.
Well, that's all, folks. The book, the next book of the month for December is Good Girl's Guide to Murder. We're gonna be talking TV show versus book.
Wait. Please make sure you read it. And
bless you.
I don't want you to just read it. I want you to read the book and then I want you to look at the show. It's on Netflix. Y'all better hurry up before they take it fresh out. Netflix.
Oh, don't say that because now it's giving them the.
And don't read the second and the third book.
Please don't.
Need you to do all that. Just read the first
one. I mean, if you want to for extra credit, sure. Like,
but I'm not reading it.
Yeah. Well, I am. I'm going
read the
to
second
read
and
it.
the third one. Oh, yeah. Because you bought the series.
You're so shady.
For $20.
You're so shady. Anyway, and now we have our virtual cuz spotlight to take us out. Bye, guys.
So usually I enjoy super crazy books, but I did have a hard time enjoying this one. I'm not going to say that it was like a terrible book or a terrible read. It was just hard to enjoy, I think, because I felt sorry for the main character, Tiernan. Like, she just needed a parent, to be honest, and the fact that she went to this place and like had all three of these boys low-key like manipulating her and forcing her and wildly inappropriate, so it was a little hard to enjoy. But I did find myself hoping and rooting for her and Noah to be together. I guess that if she was going to be with any of them, it should have been him. He was the only person that was really on her level and understood her. So I guess if it was anyone, it should have been him, not Caleb. I did feel sorry for Caleb. He was a lot and he did a lot of bad stuff, but I did find myself feeling sorry for him because of everything that he went through. But it was a little unrealistic that he was just like that and then all of a sudden he wasn't, and like he entered the real world to come get her. That was just a lot. The person that the dad ended up with, I found that super unrealistic too, because she should have been super repulsed by him. Like, he basically took advantage of someone that you looked at like either a daughter or a young sibling or just a friend. Like, you wanted what was best for her, and he kind of took advantage of that. So the fact that she found him attractive was just a lot. It ended just the way that I thought it was, her being with Caleb and them having babies and being back on that mountain or whatever. I really hoped that she was gonna go back to the real world a little bit, but I knew that she was gonna end up back on that mountain. Overall, I guess I would give the book probably a 5 out of 10, and that's just being generous, just because it kept me entertained. It kept me thinking. Honestly, I find myself thinking about this book randomly throughout my days because it's so like everybody in there needs jail and therapy. But yeah, that's my thoughts.